Hey, what's up, everybody? I just wanted to go over kind of what we're doing in this daily review, what happened over the last few days, and then what I'm looking at going into tonight and tomorrow. So, yeah, basically, we are in NFP week. So, we had a sell off on Monday that lasted a pretty long time into Tuesday. Where we were supposed to take this low in NQ but didn't. And we don't have SMT, but we do have SMT with YM. So there is SMT between YM and NQ and ES. YM took this low. And so what I think is going to happen is we have to wait for this 4-hour BPR to be inversed right here on NQ. And it looks like, or no, we were waiting for this to get inversed to the upside. It never happened. So I think we're going to continue down, in my opinion. We might take out these lows, retrace. Maybe we'll continue up. I don't know. We're going to see what happens with NFP. Kind of the same thing in ES on the 4-hour. We have a BPR that we did inverse, so I wanted to highlight that actually, yeah. So we inversed this 4-hour fair value gap and created a BPR. And if we break this, we should go straight to lows in NQ. Kind of the same thing in ES. We have this large 4-hour that we were able to inverse, but if we do break through it, we should go straight down to these lows right here at minimum. And so in both these markets, we have, I mean, on the 4-hour, I would consider them relatively equal. I know they're, in ES, that's 2.5, 3 points, but in NQ, it's 35 to 28, so 10 points. So on the 4-hour time scale, I would still consider these relatively equal, or at least a good target for shorts. So yeah, this 4-hour BPR that we're currently inversing, there's still 2 hours left on it. So if we do break, or if we do stay under this going into the evening, right around, what is it, it's 7:48, so right around, it'd be 9 or 10 o'clock, we could see a big dump overnight. But ES would still have to inverse this BPR, and more specifically this 4-hour right here. So that's kind of the higher term what I'm thinking about. This is definitely a BPR along with this one, but you can just watch this one since yeah, if it inverses that, we should just go down. And so we can go over to a little bit lower of a time frame and look at the action today. Let's go on the 1-hour real quick. So like I said, Monday was pretty much a dump day. We came in, did we end up inversing this in NQ? I think we barely inversed this. I wouldn't really consider this an inverse on the hourly just because we didn't get a good confident close over it. ES did inverse a lot of its, did inverse this 1-hour, which was really the only one standing in the way. You could consider this one, but I would mostly just look at this one if I was being honest with myself. So we did inverse that, and then we came back down and tapped into it again before continuing much higher. And we got through a lot of these, this kind of smooth highs. And then we ended up not even, I think we might have left equal highs up here, but I'm not sure. But there's still this little bit of area that we would need to get through to go higher. And so, yeah, on the hourly, what am I doing here? What the heck just happened? I do not want SPX. Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, we have, looking now what we're going to be dealing with, there's that 4-hour I mentioned, there's also this 1-hour right here with a volume imbalance. So it's been tapped into 3 times now. We'll see if the 4th one can get a dump through it. And on NQ, we are at the bottom of this one. Really, we just have this left breakthrough, and it looks like we've already disrespected it a few times, but we did take out this low. So this would be the next low that you'd be looking at if you were looking for a short target or at least a break-even location to move your stop break-even. So now we can kind of go into the 15-minute on both charts and look at what happened today specifically. So this basically open, or not open, that's like literally London. So London started trending upwards, and then we hit a high point, broke down through all of it, took out London lows, and then immediately shot back up. Now when we did that, I do have to note that we tapped into this 4-hour order block right here on NQ. So this 4-hour order block, we came up, tapped into it, and then went higher, and then ended up coming back down. So we could see another bounce here. I mean, I'm not trading tomorrow, and it's because of this stuff, unless we get a major dump going into tomorrow. So yeah, we tapped into this, got really bullish, ended up taking out this high, and then we got kind of a breaker setup on the 15-minute. I don't know if I really consider that a 15-minute breaker setup, but we ended up, yeah, it didn't really end up getting activated until we got down here. Then we got another order block on the 15-minute that sent us lower, basically into close. I mean, that's was it 3:30? So yeah, I mean, we got a little run up going into the end of the day, but nothing to worry about there. I think we're still bearish. Kind of same thing happened in ES. Let's see if we tapped off a 4-hour order block in ES. No, we didn't. We didn't even get down there. We tapped off this 4-hour BPR today, and we tapped off it a few times, tapped it up, got the high, tapped it again, ended up getting a Dodgy candle, and now we're dropping. So yeah, that's, I mean, you know, we got this dump here again. This one still wasn't an activated 15-minute breaker until we got the major dump, which there was no re-entry to it. So, I mean, I don't really use 15-minute breakers. It's a little bit too a high time frame for me, at least coming to entries. So we can go down to the 5-minute. And the reason I'm going down to the 5-minute, I just wanted to show you guys, I had these marked out for a reason. And it's because we got a perfect 5-minute breaker block in NQ and ES that delivered us to downward price action for the rest of the day. And as you can see, we chopped after we got these two large candles down. I mean, the rest of the day was horrible. So yeah, got a high here. Well, we'll mark this out clearly so everyone can see what this breaker looks like and how to attack them. Just give me a second here. There's the high. Shh. Sorry. Got that low right there, and got this, that took out this high. So on this one, low, high, what was it, higher low? Or no, lower low, lower high. Yeah, so we got that. I ended up shorting right around here once I saw that we barely displaced over this. And so this was the next high up to here. So when I saw we barely displaced over this wick by literally a tick, I got in short and caught this move for about 85 points. But the real move was if you would have waited for the retest, because that's a unicorn setup. It happened in both markets. As you can see, we barely displaced over this high. We didn't take the actual high in ES either. So yeah, we got this really nice setup here, which allowed us to get some pretty large candles going down because this activated. So yeah, these large candles down, then we came up and re-tapped into it, which was the actual trade you should have taken. I got lucky here. I just saw we barely displaced over this, so I figured it would kind of be like a turtle soup entry if we were going to deliver down to here, and we ended up just dumping very quickly. I mean, I kept moving my stop down, and so, or my profit target down. I wanted to aim for this, but we ended up getting it on the next candle. So yeah, that's just something I wanted to highlight for the day. And so as far as what we're looking at going into tonight, you guys know we have these 4 hours right here, and the 1 hours as well. So stay up to date on these, at least somewhat. We'll see if ES can break through its 4-hour BPR. If that happens, then say goodbye to longs, at least until we get down past these lows at 5,060 and 17,822. So cool. All right. If you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot me a message or anything. And yeah, good luck trading. See ya.